Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again with the 5th best deck in the entirety of Clash Royale, and by far the best log bait deck. After the buffs, the Dark Goblin and Rascals, you're able to apply so much aggression. Whether it's the Dark Goblin, the guards, the prince, the princess at the river, your opponent will always have everything going at once, and they'll have no way of knowing where to spend their elixir. I love going for Goblin Barrels to bait out my opponent's log, and then subtly spamming with the guards plus the prince push that people don't expect. Also, if you get enough damage with one big push, whether it's a Prince connection or a Goblin Barrel just finding a lot of value, you can just rocket cycle to win the game. So let's go jump straight into some matches and assert dominance. And a huge thank you to everyone that's using creator code SirTag, making all the daily videos possible. We got a game here, and I feel like we're playing against a P.E.K.K.A player. If he's going to stay true to his name, he's not going to deceive me. He is going to be a nice, chivalrous sir, not a catfish. So, wait, are you running P.E.K.K.A with Giant Skeleton? That card was extinct. I was thinking about it for a second. I don't know if you guys saw the gears turn into my head, but I didn't even know what to call it for a second. I was like, oh, it's going to lock onto the guard. Are you kidding me right now? That's insane. The guard guarded our prince, even though the prince was on offense. Wow, I guess the guard is all about the offense life now, too. What a legend. I wanted to log for a second, but then my hand was like, should you do that, Jake? Or are you going to get destroyed in the opposite lane aggression? And yeah, I would have gotten absolutely melted. I wonder if the fisherman's going to go and pull the Dark Goblin too. That was pretty bad for me. All things considered, really, really good start for our opponent. But is the prince going to come back and do the dirty work? Yeah, boy. Is he going to send our opponent to the Shadow Realm? Ice Spirit, Electric Spirit, and then goes in for a fisherman. So this is one of those situations where you're like, okay, play against Hog Rider or you play against Royal Giant. If you don't have a building, it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. But it is winnable if you play well enough. We'll show you guys how to make it work. We're going to go for the Goblin Barrel immediately. We'll see if we can get some cheeky chip. Fire Barrel does not come down in time, and we get some glorious damage. And he is an upset panda. So remember, when your opponent doesn't have Bar Barrel in cycle, a lot of times it's important to start spamming them as much as you possibly can. Also, because my opponent doesn't have any real way of killing my princesses, I can stack up a lot of them at the same time. So I'm going to go for that vibe, where I can cycle a ton of princesses, maybe go for guards off to the side, go and pull the hunter and also the giant skeleton. If you want to go for a Royal Giant on the other side, be my guest. That's okay. I will lose the tower, but I'll get a tremendous counter push. I think he's going to go for Zappies. You go for Zappies at the river, we can maybe protect our princess here with the prince. I got you, fam. Oh, that worked out so well. The fisherman pulled the wrong thing. I wonder if he's going to go for a Bar Barrel on top of all the stuff at the river. I think he has to right now. Oh, wait, no, he can't. Oh, but is everything sacrificed into the giant skeleton anyway? These are the questions that I didn't want to ask myself. I think it's all dead anyway. I think it's all dead anyway. Princess at the river, save me. Oh, let's go. Princess is going to lock and load, and I can log, so then he doesn't reset it immediately. That's a good vibe. He's going to earthquake? What are you doing, you savage? You absolute madman. So this is one of those situations that I'm looking at the matchup and I'm not loving it. Specifically because he's got Giant Skeleton at the river, so he's going to impede all of our bridge spam. He's going to stop it in its tracks. When we go for the bridge spam, it's going to get destroyed. So I need to start switching it up and maybe going opposite lane here. That's one thing that I've noted. If I don't go opposite lane, I think I might lose the game. Even if the Giant Skeleton connects, I don't think that does enough to take out my tower. So I'm going to go balls to the walls. I'm going to try to do some shenanigans with the tower trade. Let it happen for the memes. Let me win this. I totally outplayed him. The Dark Goblin's going to lock on a tower, and we walk away with a win. So even into a Royal Giant deck with Giant Skeleton and really good defenses with Bar Barrel, you're able to win if you make the right calculations and go on offense at the exact moment that you should. It's really cool that you can win against even hard counters like that matchup. Hey, we got a game here. So first things first, you guys already know, with the best log bait deck of 2022, we are not going to be waiting around. This is pure offensive potential. If they fireball on the princess, it's a -1 elixir trade, and I'm going to take that damage right from your left-hand tower, bro. Whenever I ham up any bit of elixir, I feel very comfortable spamming with this deck. Because the prince and the Dark Goblin, if they lock onto the tower, they do a disastrous amount of damage that your opponent just can't come back from. Look at that. So right out of the jump, we know exactly what he's going to be doing. He's going to be bridge spamming me. He's got Bandit and he's got Prince. So usually I don't feel comfortable dropping princesses at the river, but in this particular moment, the guards are going to pass by. They're going to force out extra elixir from our opponent, and he's barely going to get a magic archer down in time, but it's going to die to the log. So Was it really that good for you, man? You dropped a magic archer to kill the princess, but you also dropped 4 elixir that immediately gets disintegrated by a log. So I'm up on the left-hand side, a lot of damage, 500 right out of the start, and we know that he's running bridge spam, so it's not going to be that tough if I can play this correctly. Ooh, I really want to rocket this, but I'm going to use my better judgment and not throw away the game. We're going to split up the rascals so we can accommodate both sides. Really important to do this if you guys want to win more games. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let that rascal die, and then I'm going to go in for a prince here. Make sure that the bandit does not dash onto us, and we're able to finish it off. Let's go. As long as the dark goblin stays alive a little bit longer, maybe we can even get guards down. Oh, if I had played that well enough. Wait, why are you dropping your bar barrel? That worked out so well for me. I don't even understand. I'm not going to question it. I'll take my free damage. You should not have bar barreled on top of that because you need it for the goblin barrel. Free damage every single time we take those trades. So he'll either have a battle ram or a ram rider with this deck, right? Whenever you see the card combination of either magic archer, bandit, or prince plus bridge spam, it's gonna be either ram rider or battle ram. And he goes in for the battle ram, showing us his true intentions. Oh, please, Rocket, give me the value.
You know how much I sacrificed?
That's what I'm talking about. The rascal's being mischievous and holding the magic archer in place. Then he did a vanishing act that he didn't really want to be a participant of. He vanished in thin air. So I'm going to go in for the dark goblin here to finish off the rest of the mega minion. I think that we're okay here if I log this back. I don't believe that... no, he is going to go in for... Wait, what is he doing? He's not able to kill the dark goblin.
Easy.
The dark goblin's still alive! What? That's broken. That is straight up unfair, and I am loving it right now. So the only thing that's bad for me right now is the fact that he got a lot of damage with the prince. It is what it is, because I had to dedicate more elixir with the prince at the river instead of defending against the barbarians on my tower. Oh, is that going to lock? It is. Wow, that's insane. That is insane. That is so much damage. That's literally straight up unfair. So I'm going to log that back. We're going to damage the barbarians because we kill the battle ram with the log. If you kill the battle ram with the log, you're also going to damage down the barbarians with that log. Really important to do. Also, why would you give me another opportunity to go in for like a prince to cross the river? I'm going to eat the entirety of the bandit because it doesn't matter to me, and then we rocket you out and win the game. Because that bandit went through in the right-hand side, he's not going to have much elixir to defend, so I think the prince gets a connection. Wow, that did 900 damage? Are you kidding me? I was going to say prince gets the connection, then I have to rocket him out. But the prince literally did it all by himself. The Thanos prince. All right, so jumping into this one, we're going to go for princess in the back. What is going on, my dude? So first things first, if you want to go for a Valkyrie in the back, we're going to shut it down easily with the prince. Prince does a ridiculous amount of damage when he starts to get charged up and motivated, and he works great in tandem with the princess. It's the fairy tale that we love to see in Clash Royale. Princess's splash damage allows the prince to actually find value in life. Okay, those are not good cards for us to play against. For playing against a Valkyrie recruits plus arrows deck, it's going to be a promising start for our opponent because he got insane value with those arrows. Fortunately, the guards evaded the arrows, and they were able to pull the recruits from the left-hand side to stop targeting the tower. If the recruits locked onto our tower there, that would have been horrific for me. So I'm still in a decent spot, all things considered, but the start was extremely tragic if one thing slipped up and the rascals or the guards were able to get shut down completely by the arrows all at once. So, you know what? I'll take what we can get. I wonder if the rascals are going to go straight towards the tower. Oh, wow. So that freaked him out because he dropped the goblin cage a little bit too low, and the Valkyrie had to come out of her hiding spot. She was in the closet. She was underneath the bed, and she was just hiding for a long time. And then she's like, wait, why do I have to be used right now? I don't want to be a part of this game. Get me out of here, Jake. So notice how we're dropping our guards really far away again. I just don't like getting hit. Really not a huge fan of getting destroyed by those arrows. I don't know about you guys, but not about that life. Also, instead of dropping log there on top of the recruits, I felt like dropping princess would be the better play because he's already got more damage on the right hand side. Might as well drop a unit that will give us some type of counter push. So the arrows should be able to cycle. I wonder if I can go for rascals here or protect from the fishermen and then go in for a goblin barrel immediately afterward. So that's going to work out way better than I anticipated because the rascal is still alive. Wait, are you kidding me? You're going to body block and guess directly where we drop in the Valkyrie? Oh my gosh, what a good Valkyrie placement. So credit where credit is due. I was not ready or prepared for that. I think we're going to log this back so then the Zappies straight up die. Don't even know if they get a hit on my prince. Oh, it doesn't look like it. You know what? I'm going to rock it. This is really aggressive. I would not suggest you guys to do this, but today we are playing feisty and ferocious, and this is how we do what we do. So I wonder if I rascals here and then princess really far away. If you got goblin drill, I'm scared, but if you got miner, it doesn't matter that much. Arrows come down. Don't kill all of the guards. I can get a dark goblin down and then finish off the rest of the side with a loggerino, maybe? No! Yo, I logged back the fisherman, but he's just like, yo, no one can stop me in my journey. My pathway to success will be unimpeded by your frivolous spam of the log. So it is what it is. I wish I was able to get more value there. I wonder if the goblin barrel is going to give us anything. You know what? That's looking pretty good. Wow, that's a ton of damage. Oh my goodness. If I just defend here, I think I win the game then, right? Like, all things considered, I've done a ridiculous amount of damage. So Rocket is going to do 591 at max level. If you guys don't know, you can always hold it down to figure out how much damage it does. I'm going to go in for another goblin barrel off to the side. I don't think he's back to Valkyrie, so we'll maybe I'd cycle him here or something. Please, goblins, just lock on a tower. That's quite a bit. We'll take that. We'll take that damage. 2 rockets win me the game, but I don't know if I'm able to get that down in time. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to log. I'm going to go in for guards up high, and then I'll try to deliver the dominance with rascals off to the side after he arrows us. So this is clean. This should be enough to defend. He also went in for arrows. That means he has nothing for the goblin barrel. So what I'm going to do is, first and foremost, I'm going to princess at the river. That should lock onto the tower. No, he gets sappies down in time. Are you kidding me? Why are you playing this well? Please do not afford it in time. Oh my gosh, he almost hit the perfect timing there. That was really well played on his end. If he hit the perfect timing, we would have maybe lost the game. So I wonder if this gets him to 591. I think so. I think that wins me the game.
I'm too weak. Oh, don't kill me, please.
Yeah. All right. So I was second guessing myself for a second, and that was almost long enough for him to get a miner and a fireball on my tower. Went to win him the game, but you know, that was a closer one. As you guys can see, it only takes one good goblin barrel like we got earlier, and then we were able to rocket cycle from there on. All right, let's see if we can keep up that win streak. It's been delicious and nutritious, and we've been feeding our goblins so great today. They have been making the planet green, and they are totally the machine. It's ridiculous how solid log bait has been for so many years. No matter what, this is one of those card combinations. If you level it up, you're not going to regret it. So I'm going to go for rascals on the left-hand side. If you firecracker, you're probably going to be running a hog rider deck. Oh, it is definitely going to be a hog rider deck. How'd the princess lock on a tower there? I don't understand. Sheesh. Wonder if it's better for me to eat that and then go in for dark goblin plus prince. Yeah, I think that's probably the best play, because I take around similar damage on both sides, and, well, that's going to be a 1-0 victory, whoever wins. What the heck? Are you kidding me, Dark Goblin? That card is not fair or balanced in Clash Royale right now. It is beyond broken. Out of all the cards in Clash Royale, I think the Dark Goblin is my favorite card right now. It's super, super solid no matter the situation, and it's only 3 elixir. Kind of replaced Mother Witch for me. I don't know if you guys remember, but last meta, every single one of my decks always had Mother Witch. And now, I think that Dark Goblin has claimed his throne and started to reign supreme as the dominant king of the day. So I'm going to go for a Dark Goblin here. Wonder if he's going to be able to snipe the Firecracker. Of course he is, right? He's a Dark Goblin. He does everything that you could ever want. One more hit. Oh, I gave him too much credit.
Whoa, 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 Gangnam Style. Yeah!
You still did as much as you needed to, but it would have been more satisfying for you to finish that off. Okay, I was hoping that he would go for a Hog Rider so then we could go in for a Prince instead of logging the Fire Spear. I was like, okay, the Prince is able to kill the Hog Rider. We're able to get more value from that overall. I'll take that trade any day of the week. If you play against a Hog Rider player, it's going to be more difficult of a matchup for you because you're not going to have an immediate way of damaging down the Hog Rider quickly, right? So with my particular deck, the way I look at it is Hog Rider, it's going to get shut down by the Prince, but I'm going to take damage every time. If I go for Rascals and he doesn't have login cycle, that's fine. I'm okay with that. And there it is. Remember, the log was cycled on the right-hand side, so the Rascals are going to be able to do a lot of damage here. And if you want to spend a ton of extra elixir, I think I can go for Dark Goblin and Snipe. If we snipe the Firecracker, I can go for Prince afterward and then go in for a Goblin Barrel. I think you have to log this if you're playing this well, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, he's going to log the Prince. Is the Prince going to get a connection, though? Come on, Prince! You know you want to do the dance, baby! Oh!
Ow!
What? That was highway robbery, my dudes. That totally looked like a connection there. And then also the Firecracker just juked me. It's all good. We're still fine. We're still okay. Maybe I'm just telling this so I can sleep well tonight, but it feels okay. Feels fine. Maybe we can go in for like Rascals and Prince and subtly dissect this man's elixir. If the Rascals get damage on the right-hand side, we're kind of able to switch sides then. So I'll take that trade for right now. I'm going to go in for a Loggerino. I want to keep the Dark Goblin and the Princess alive, but I wasn't able to keep the Princess alive. I'm a failure. I realize that. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to go for a Prince on the left-hand side because it's likely that he's going to go in for the Hog Rider there.
Happy feet. Combo combo.
Wow, Dark Goblin putting in the work. That's who we like to see, baby. All right, we need to follow up with more princes and more princesses. Let's go. Prince and princesses. The fairy tale of creations always has to be cycling. If we don't keep up the cycle, we're going to lose the game. So Dark Goblin needs 3 hits to finish off the Firecracker. It is going to happen, but he's also going to die in the process. I think he's going to Hog Rider, so we're going to keep preemptively dropping our princes so we preclude any potential of Hog Riders in that lane. If he wants to go for the Hog Rider in that lane, it's fine. I can maybe follow up with guards depending on what goes down. Firecracker and log. Okay, so you're spending almost all of your elixir here. Without the login cycle, you're probably going to have to Earthquake this. We'll have to wait and see if we can log to finish off the Hog Rider with no hits. That's decent, but not good enough. We need more value from that. All right, so I'm going to Prince since we still have the Rascal girls alive. I wonder if they're going to be able to kill the bats for us, or if he Firecrackers to finish that off. That's really annoying. No! Okay, so I need to, like, predict the Hog Rider with the rocket.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And that was good. I made an awesome prediction there. I needed to. If I didn't do that, I would have lost the game straight up. I'm going to go for a Princess here. It's not going to die to the Fire Spirit, so he's going to have to drop a little bit more. All right, I'm going to go Goblin Barrel on the other side, eat the Firecracker, have to bait out more elixir. Without the Ice Golem in place, maybe we can do some shenanigans like this. So no Ice Golem in place means I can do some really hardcore aggression. That's the only way I'm able to win this game, is if I get through right now. I need to be able to do enough damage. It's not happening. It's totally not going to happen. I need to go Goblin Barrel. I need to bait out more elixir. The Firecracker's able to do enough, but is this going to shake him up enough that we can do damage? Are we able to do anything here? The Prince is going to come through, but it's not going to do enough. Oh my gosh, he's going to Earthquake me. Maybe we can go for Rascals, go for a Goblin Barrel. Yeah, guys, even though I make like predictions on top of Hog Riders with my rocket and I also hit a mini P.E.K.K.A., it's just not enough. This is one of those few matchups that you play it and you realize, okay, he's got a Hog Rider. I don't have a building. It's going to be a tougher one for me. It was a close game. If I played it absolutely perfectly, I probably would have won it. But we bounce on next one. You can't win every single time. And we definitely have to bounce back after that loss against the Hog Rider. What is going to happen here, sir? If you're going to go for a Fire Spirit, please do not run double spawners. Don't be that guy. Don't be that atrocious, sir. Thank you for listening to me. Likely going to be a Royal Giant deck again. So whenever we see... Oh, wait, what? What am I playing against? I was going to say, Royal Giant makes sense because we saw a Furnace and we saw a Lumberjack. But right now, nothing makes sense anymore. Please, witch, die. No one loves you. Good job. That's amazing that the Princess is also going to be able to finish off the Fire Spirit. And then I can go for Rascals. Why? Oh. He pulled the Rascal further away.
Come here, pretty boy.
He pulled the Rascal closer to the tower. No way. That's insanely lucky. That's such a good start to the game. That's exactly what we wanted. That is beautiful in every sense of the word. My man just wanted the popsicle stick boy to touch the tower, and that meant he had all the power. So P.E.K.K.A, it's hilarious that it is very, very limited HP, and this guy can't do anything besides be completely ashamed of his decision. So if your opponent goes in for a balloon into a Dark Goblin, it's not going to get any value. Also, the fact that the P.E.K.K.A had no HP and he loses the tower right now is just showing the true power of our deck. If you play Logbait successfully and you have a few good interactions, especially with a deck that is offensive as ours, you're able to take towers in seconds and defend with rockets, rascals, guards, and they'll never be able to break through. You just win the game after you take a tower at the start. That was almost too easy. That deck is just way too strong against anyone that allows you to take a tower early on. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more daily videos just like this one. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.